Welcome back to the High Voltage Minecraft server. This is the Captain, and today I'm going to give us a quick little tour of the Nether hub, the Nether tunnels, and if there's time, maybe some of the builds that myself and my teammates in Team West have done. So we're going to start today with the Nether hub. It's still a work in progress, but it's come along very nicely. We had a contest to design the Nether hub. We have a separate creative server that people can use to test out their builds. So we had a contest, and I think there were 5 or 6 different designs entered. This is the one that won. This was done by Coco, our operator, and it's a really cool design, big and open and bright and colorful. I entered a submission that I did with Paper Heart, and we didn't win, but we came in second place, and second was pretty good considering that that Frats had entered a tunnel. So we actually managed to get more votes than Frats, and that makes me pretty happy because he's probably the best builder on the server, so to have beat him out and even just something like that was pretty cool. That said, if Paper and I didn't win, I'm glad that Coco did, because I really did like his design the best after the one that we did. So we've got a mail room and message board here for people to set up. We've got people being slightly dead. Mailboxes, of course, we've got them set up. Us and Team West have been a little more creative with our things. Over here, we're going to have another scene set up and then a overworld scene set up, kind of just like little dioramas. We've got a railroad that Booster and or Sports had been working on. It's a really cool setup. I like the use of the glass. You can still see the dangers of the Nether below. I don't know quite where it goes just yet, but maybe some other time we can take an adventure and see where that goes. So we've got the 4 basic directions: the north, south, east, and west. This is north, east, south, and west. Let's take a quick tour down each of them quickly. So you've got, this is the portal that goes to Ironford and Deltaburg. Again, Delta loves the sandstone. It's very cool. If you go down this way further, the tunnel hasn't quite been finished down this far yet, but you've got the portal to the end there. Just handy. We have a grinder set up for XP there. So yes, this is Keaton, Ginger, Matt, and sometimes Remnos. He's a friend of Ginger's, but he doesn't play Minecraft that much, so he's there from time to time. Got a Nether fortress below for getting blaze and wither skulls. Swamp biome. We only have really the one of those in the safe zone, so that's a place where people can get slime blocks if they don't want to purchase them from yours truly in Team West. So that's the north tunnel. It's one of the more busy ones, mostly because there's the end portal and the fortress, and because of Booster, Sports, and Delta. So let's do. Did I say that was north? That's east. I apologize if I got my directions wrong. It's a little difficult to keep track. So north, I think this goes to Dino Land, Angry Dino's build. Def Taggers' tunnel. Def Taggers' tunnel. My apologies to Def Tagger. He's got a pretty basic little setup going on, but he hasn't been playing so much lately. I also use that tunnel to get to Cave Nox's secondary build. He's got a huge mountain area he's got cleared out. He's got kind of like a dwarven city going on. He's trying to build into the mountain, so it's really cool. This is the only thing in the south, and this leads to an underwater dome that Paperheart and I have been working on. On the overworld map, the south is almost all ocean, so there's not going to be an awful lot going on in this tunnel. So, if I have time, I'll show that underwater dome in either this or the next episode. So the west tunnel is best. Skeleton spawner. So that's a public skeleton grinder. Mine cobble. He's got a nice modern style house built there. This tunnel goes to Team F. They took over a naturally spawned village. And then Team West. This is where we go. So we still have to build an actual tunnel for this part, but you know what? It works like it is, and people haven't really been on enough to fuss. So we have our own little separate team hub going on, and in the corners we have kind of thematic dioramas going on. So Paper lives in a flower forest, so she's got the flowers and the bunny rabbit. She loves building with quartz too, so that's why she's got a quartz pillar in the back. Coco's got a nice little mushroom roofed house built in the flower forest, so he's got the mushroom in the background, and he likes having all kinds of pets, so the chicken was kind of fitting. In this corner, this is caves. You can see the jack-o'-lanterns. He loves lighting with the jack-o'-lanterns. That's very much his style. And I mean, his name's Cave, so we gave him Cave. Makes sense, right? And then this corner is obviously mine. It's got a boat because, you know, I'm a captain. It's also a nighttime scene because I am very, very well known for going wandering at night. I'm always off fighting all kinds of crazy mobs and stuff, so the nighttime scene made the most sense. And I also love that the only light source is a redstone torch. Alright, so yeah, we each have our own little sub-tunnels. Paper's got the sea lanterns and prismarine. Coco is busy doing other things. Our Team West one, the slime blocks, because of our slime farm. Cave with a simple but effective snow and glowstone, and then my strange tunnel of brickiness. I tried using some of the prismarines to add some color, and I like the tunnel. I mean, I could have probably done better, but you know, it's a learning curve. It's probably one of the more interesting tunnels on the server right now, so I'm happy with that. So let's take a quick look at the Team West headquarters. We'll go in and around, and then this way. Did I get that egg? I did. Alright, so here we are in the middle of the night. So that's our headquarters building. Paperheart did most of the work on that. I helped her a bit lay out the basic foundation and shape, but she mostly took it from there. And again, all the white is that's quartz blocks, so it was an expensive build to make. Thankfully, I'm actually fairly fond of wandering through the Nether, so it wasn't that big of a chore for me to get that quartz, and I'm pretty sure Cave Knox did a couple of quartz runs too. And of course Paper came with us. So we haven't actually really moved in yet, but we've got some of the basics. These are Paper Heart's dogs. I think Paper and Cave are setting this up for villagers at some point. We have the back door. Got a little secret passage here into our storage room. Very nicely laid out. Paper is very good at organizing things. And again, she likes the those expensive quartz blocks. She's so high maintenance sometimes. But you know what? She's worth it. So up here, second floor, it's mostly just empty. I don't know what we'll put here, if anything, but you know, it looks pretty from the outside. And then up here, up around these, and one more slime launcher, because, you know, why not? And we each have our own little offices. I've got mine decorated with the solo painting, and I think everyone else is just bare, but maybe at some point we'll get on and give those some decoration. All right, so we've got a lot of a mess going on down here. We've got a little ice farm over there. Is this the safe spot? Yes. Yay! Slime is so much fun. So we settled here pretty early. I think pretty much in the first day we picked this location, and we've kind of adapted it a lot to go. Our old farm. We've got some villagers locked away here that we're going to at some point move into the building and or breed for more villagers. We've got miscellaneous horses and other animals all over the place. I built this barn back in October because we needed a larger area to keep all our animals. So it's a slightly modern-esque barn to go with the modern headquarters, but still pretty basic, somewhat decorative. I think the coolest thing is the doors. Myself, I wanted to try to build something a little less conventional, and this season I'm trying to learn more redstone. So I took the opportunity there, and a neat little feature. You hit the button and the lights go out. That was more of a coincidence than intentional, but that's our barn. We've got a slime block launcher. Delta did not approve of this, unfortunately. He took away our license and shut us down, so we're not allowed to practice anymore, but we still do. Just don't tell Delta. So originally this would launch us up and over. You'd bounce off of this one, and then this one will push you over there. But we've played with it a bit, and we've repurposed it for use of slime carts. So the slime cart will actually land on the track and keep going, which I thought was pretty cool. We haven't thought of a practical application for that yet, but it certainly is fun to try. So we spent, I don't know how many hours, Paper, Coco, and I spent launching each other and testing things. That's how both Paper Heart and I got the When Pigs Fly achievement, was we actually launched ourselves on pigback. So that was something. Yes, our nice banners and WEST. Coco was the one that did our banners and the WEST thing, so it's pretty cool. And pretty sure he also was the one that put the slime blocks up there, so also pretty cool. These are all my dogs. I've got to find them a new home at some point. So yeah, this is mostly just random open area and testing fields that we've messed around with over time. The only other thing that's really interesting is this little slime trampoline I've got going on here. So I've got a basic redstone timer set up with the just the 7 cobble in the hopper to set the time. So what happens is you turn that switch on, and things moving back and forth between the hopper. which activate the comparators and set the pistons moving back and forth. So when the piston moves to that side, it powers the redstone and then turns it back off. This was the design that iManganese showed me in the last map for an automated mob farm, and I kind of copied it and adapted it for the purpose of this. And basically all it does is keep you bouncing. So simple and so stupid, but so ridiculously fun. Paper and I spent a lot of time on this, and it'll just keep going in perpetuity, indefinitely. So I'm going to flick the switch, and so it should stay off now. All 7 stay here, and it's off. Yeah. So that's that. I can show you inside really quickly. This is the original little hidey hole we had dug out. We've since expanded a lot, but we each have a bed and chest, and well, I have 3 chests. I'm a pretty messy guy, it turns out, so I take up a lot of space. Our first enchant area. This was originally a slime elevator that I was working on. I got one working in single player fairly effectively, but multiplayer has too much lag or latency, so it's not consistent enough to be practical. Not on the large scale that is. Our original farms, this used to be our storage area. It was tiny. Now it's just for brewing. And other different types of farms. This is where Cave Nox gets all the pumpkins for his many jack-o'-lanterns. So it's a nice little setup. And down here we have, this is our mining operation originally. It's the base of my not functional slime elevator. I'll have to figure out something to do with it. And there's Cave Nox's flag. This is the slime farm. I did a little bit of work on it, but this is probably like 95% Cave Nox is doing. He's really good at setting up farms and grinders and stuff like that. So I'm kind of jealous about that. It's not something I'm terribly good at. So it's handy having him on the team in that regard, and because he's a cool guy. But yeah, so the slimes spawn on the pads. Oh, there's one now. They bounce around until they end up in the water. The water takes them down here. So you have it set up where you have a little spot you can hit them if you need. I don't know what that does. What does that do? Oh, it's automated now. So now they'll come in. Oh, or maybe it's not. Okay, now it's automated. And they get pushed into the cactus, where they end up dying, and then all the slime goes into collection hoppers and ends up in the chest here. So that's really cool. What else? Right, so this way a little more. I'll show you. To the captain's place. So I've got an underground rail system that goes all the way to my personal base. And so here we have the skeleton grinder. This one goes, I'm not sure if that goes to papers. I think that, whoops. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, well, this track will take you towards where paper and cocoa are. So that's handy. Skeleton grinder. I'll show you that quickly. We also have a zombie spawner close by that we haven't done anything with. And obviously this, well, maybe not obviously, but this was a mine shaft originally. This map is ridiculous for mine shafts. I don't know how many I've found just in the last couple months of playing. So it's a basic skelly grinder setup. We've got the Can I see in? I can probably see in if I do this. Alright. It's not the best setup. I did this one myself, and I'm still learning how to do the proper mob grinders. But it works well enough. I've got a property of Team West sign on it, and I've got it set up so you hit that switch and the lights go out. Oop. And turn it back on. So it's easy to disable if you you don't want things to spawn. So as you can tell, we've got an ample collection of bows and arrows and bones to choose from, and our original enchanting setup for this area. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of our setup. Got all kinds of mines and caves and wonderful things going on out down here. Do we have any surplus? Yeah, we've got tons of slime, so we can definitely drop the price for selling it in town. Cave has a tree farm there too. I really wish I could have got that slime elevator working, because it's a much more fun way up than climbing a ladder, but it is what it is. Alright. Do we have any? See? Paper Heart, so good at organizing, she'll sort for us. Which she hasn't done. Well, what can you do? She's busy. So we'll move around this way quickly. We've got road set up. We've connected all of our bases via road on the surface. There are times where the server gets laggy, and traveling through Nether portals gets kind of bad. You keep kind of rubber banding back to the portal, so there are times where it's easier just to hop on a horse and take the road, which is why we've got this set up. And you saw below we had the railway set up too. So we've got 3 different ways to get to all our bases. So I'm going to hop in the Nether quickly. Yeah, see a little bit of lag. Not too bad. So that's going to do it for our tour of the Nether and of our team headquarters. Next time we'll be taking a look at Paper's place and Cave Nox's main build, or his first build. Might take a trip to see his dwarf caves too, and depending on time, we may or may not get to see my place. It might have to be its own episode, but we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any requests, please let me know. Okay. Bye.